overdue video that I've been wanting to do for 6 months now at least. Before I get into it, it's going to be an introduction to a company as well as kind of an unboxing and talk about a specific knife. The company I want to introduce you to is Smith & Sons Knife Company. And before I get into that, let me give you a little backstory. So 5, 6, 7 years ago, we were given a course down in Texas. I think it was a vehicles shooting course. Can't swear for sure. But we had an individual attend by the name of Adam. Over the course of the following years, he's attended a number of our courses, became a friend of mine as well as a great friend of the company. We've even done some security training initiatives, collaboration and such. Just a good dude. Well, all these years I've known him. And last year, I get in the mail, I don't know, 6 months or so ago, I get in this mail this pretty badass knife. And I'm just impressed by it. And so I call him up. I'm like, hey, Adam, how'd you come across this company? Come to find out, he's one of the owners of this particular knife company. He has been, and I guess never came up. He never mentioned it. And so with that said, I want to do this review. Not so much a review, but an unboxing and introduction to this company. A couple of things of note. Adam never asked me to do a review, never requested this video or anything like that. I get no commission. I have no financial gain in this. I'm just I like the product, and like with a lot of the stuff in the business, I'm all happy to talk about things that I like and good quality. So the first thing, as I said, it's Smith & Sons Knife Company. I'll talk to you a little bit more about the company as we go through. But one of the first things that stood out to me when I got it is the packaging. You know, I have a retail line, we do, and so I'm well aware of the cost in the retail world. And product packaging is one of those additional costs that sometimes you hate to put money on, but it's important. And you can often tell a lot about the quality of a product by the packaging that it comes in. And this is a good solid cardboard box. As you can see, it's well designed. It's got the backstory of the company. Just good design, and to take it to the next level, they also opted for interior printing. Little things like that as a consumer, a lot of times you don't notice, but until you start paying for it. And that interior printing and things like that is all extra money put into it. So just impressed initially by the packaging of the product. So once you open it up, there's a couple things you get in here, kind of decent. So you get a Smith & Sons sticker, pretty decent little business card slash card advertisement, and this I really did like. So this particular knife, which is the Brave, and the one I have here is the Brave Mercata Black Burlap. The Mercata Black Burlap refers to the handle. They have a few different styles on the site. So, but this particular card, it comes with its own playing card, which I thought was also a really nice addition. So the specs on this knife is it's 7 and 0.375 overall length. The blade length itself is 3.5. It's made out of D2 steel, 0.125 stock inch, and it's a leather sheath. And I'm glad I said sheath because I constantly call those holsters. I would deal with firearms too much. So it's made of, it's got a leather sheath with it. So first let's talk about the sheath itself. As I said, it's a leather sheath. It's a belt loop. It's got 3 what I'd call flat rivets that kind of piece it together. And I'll show you some more on the sheath. Let's get to the main thing that we want to, of course, see, and that is the knife. So the knife itself, so it's called the Brave, it's a stout little monster. I really do like it. So one thing to note is I have large hands, so small knives and my hands do not often go well. This knife manages to fit my hand, fits my hand good. Fortunately, I can actually wrap my hand on the entire handle, if you will. Now, if I was actually going to use it for some kind of a thrusting motion, I would likely go ahead and curl my pinky finger down there around the bottom to give me a little more leverage. It does have a finger groove right here at the end of the handle to assist in, or to prevent, not assist, but prevent your hand from slipping and sliding if you do stick and then sliding across the blade. And I will tell you right now, that is something you absolutely don't want to do with this knife. This blade is stupid sharp. it's extremely sharp. It's impressively sharp. If you ever get a chance to check one out, you'll see for yourself. Neat note about the company when I was kind of going across their website and looking. They have guaranteed sharp for life, so obviously every blade is going to dull with use, and you're going to wear your edge out. But what they offer is you pay for shipping, ship the knife back to them, they'll sharpen it and return it to you. So you don't ever have to mess with that. Although we always recommend sharpening your own knives and maintaining your own knives. But it's a pretty cool thing, and even sharpening your own is very hard to often get the finish that the manufacturers do. So the blade itself, you can see it's got a stamp there, Smith & Sons. Let me find the camera. Smith & Sons. It's made in the USA. Right there in Louisiana is where this company's out of, and it's got D2 stamped on the bottom, which is the steel type. It's a full shank knife. I didn't mention that. And it's just a really great quality knife. What I do like about it is it's small enough that it's easy to carry, concealed or not, but it's just easy. You can kind of throw it wherever on you. But it's large enough and it's stout enough that you can pretty much do most every task you would want with a fixed blade. It really is just a good knife. Love the style. As I said, this is called the Brave. They have a wide selection of knives. I have a few of their folders as well, and quality is equally as good. They make great quality products. They're not on the cheap end, so it's a good quality company, and you don't get high quality for cheap prices often. That said, while they're not a cheap knife, they are definitely appropriately priced, if not even underpriced for what you're getting. True value in these. Highly encourage the company, highly encourage the product, and that is smithandsonsknifecompany.com if you ever want to check them out and learn a little bit more about them. Adam is a great dude himself, and if you know Adam, he's the kind of person, he's very meticulous and just attention to detail, so it's not surprising that any product that he has his hand in is going to have that kind of trademark to it. So that's it for this video, short, sweet, and hope you check them out and like them.